Hello everybody, this is Kong, and welcome back to more tier list. So yeah, this is gonna be my fifth tier list video, and today we're doing Soul Knight bosses. So I have not fought all the bosses, but I'm just gonna rank the ones that I have. So I guess we'll just start with floor 1 bosses. So we have the Devil Snare. In my opinion, because he can't move, he's pretty easy. I don't have any trouble with him. As long as you have a good range weapon and you hide behind the pillars that are in the stage, you're fine. The next one is the Goblin Priest. I still find this guy easy. He can be a little bit harder than the Devil Snare, but he's still pretty easy. Oh, and these tiers are pretty, self-explanatory. Hard is, bosses you don't want to fight. A is probably bosses that are going to be difficult, but, still okay to fight. Moderate is going to be 50-50. C tier is going to be on the easy side, and easy is going to be the easiest. For the Christmas tree, honestly, I don't think it's easy. It's a lot harder than the Devil Snare, just because the stupid dash move. I've been killed so many times by that stupid dash move, just because, they dash at you and you get stun locked or something, and I absolutely hate it. So, in my opinion, he's harder than these two. Now we're going to the Easter Bunny, the weirdest boss in the game. And also, in my opinion, he is pretty easy. He can, teleport, and that's kinda bad, but he's still not bad. Now, in the Glacier Biome, first one that we're gonna look at is the King Snow. So, he's a lot harder than these, I feel. Because if he freezes you, and, he walks up to you and just punches you the second you're out of freezing, or the second you're not frozen, you can be in quite a predicament, but it's not in moderate or hard yet. Next is the Giant Crystal Crab. If you know how to fight the boss, I think it's pretty easy. Same thing with the Giant Golden Crab. But as long as you just don't shoot it when it's in its healing phase, it's pretty easy. Snowman King is kind of like the King Snowy, and if you get frozen and he comes close to you, you're gonna take guaranteed damage, so try not to get stuck on it. Okay, the next one is the Relic area. So there's two bosses here, there's the Gold Mask and the Prehistoric Colossus. The Gold Mask is pretty easy because, all his attacks are easy to dodge, and he doesn't really have anything that's really scary. The Prehistoric Colossus is pretty easy too, but the stationary bosses are the easiest. The reason why I think stationary bosses are the easiest is because your arena basically is the same, and as long as you just navigate through the arena, you should be fine. The next one is the Grand Knight. So, honestly, in my opinion, he's moderate. He's okay, but he's still pretty bad. His attacks are, if you get stun locked, well, I guess in any boss if you get stun locked, you're screwed, but this one's pretty bad because he spams a lot of projectiles. The next one is the Grand Slime. The Grand Slime I don't really find that hard, even though it's basically the less spammier version of the Grand Knight. That's why I put it in C tier instead of moderate. I think it's pretty easy. The Grand Wizard is, in my opinion, pretty easy. He doesn't do too much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just don't really think he's that, strong. And the Dark Grand Knight is pretty much similar to pretty difficult. The next one is the dungeon bosses. There is the Skeleton King, which is going to be put in with the other sword people. Okay, sorry about that, but we are back. So, I've been thinking about this for a while. I think I'm going to change this a little bit. I think I'm going to put this in moderate. Don't think it's A tier hard, but you know. Let's see, the next one is the floor 3 boss is the spaceship. Wait a minute, we messed up. Okay, let's start done. So C6H806 is a boss I find really annoying, mostly because they have lasers. Yeah, pretty much just because of that. It's just so annoying when you're trying to, when you're on like the other side of the map and he just lasers you down. I hate that. I'm gonna put the, wait, what is it called? The Headless Knight inside, moderate. So if it was just the Headless Knight, I would put it C tier, but because there's also the horse, and the horse has lasers, moderate. Actually, no. Yeah, that's definitely harder. We have the Phantom King. This is pretty easy. All they do is spam projectiles. I haven't really had a problem with that boss. Okay, so the next boss is the spaceship bosses. So let's go with the Colossus first. I think the Colossus is pretty hard. I hate it. The normal stuff. Next we have the floating laser UFO. Pretty hard. It has lasers. Actually, all of these bosses go in hard. They all have lasers. And this. Don't even get me started with this. This is the worst one of them all. This is probably the hardest boss in the game. I'm not kidding with you. It's stupid how difficult they made that. Okay, the next one is the Volcano Biome. So, the Baby Dragon Bros, probably A tier. Or actually, no. I'm putting the Baby Dragon Bros in hard. Not as hard as the Varkiolin, I don't know, leader. But, you know, still pretty hard. Because there's 2 of them too, you also have to watch out for 2 attacks. The worm, like, you know, the volcanic sandworm isn't that hard. And, like, it kind of depends. Like, with Anubis, if you're good at dodging, he's not that hard. Well, he's not as hard as the Baby Dragon Bros, in my opinion. But if you're bad at dodging, he can be even worse than the Baby Dragon Bros. Yeah, so this is the Soul Knight bosses tier list. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.